drift you.
What's up team, welcome back to another video as usual. Today we are back smashing out work on the E36, getting it ready for the up and coming event next weekend. We're getting through the list of jobs pretty darn well. The car's obviously back on the ground as you saw in the last video. We put the ZF gearbox in it and everything seems to be running smoothly as it should, which is awesome. All fluids are topped up, everything's good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out. It's a beautiful day outside, so we're going to pull this out of the garage and we're going to put it up on axle stands. We're going to clean the engine bay and kind of underneath with some brake cleaner and the hose because it's still pretty dirty. It's got heaps of grime and stuff everywhere from where the fire extinguisher kind of left its mark on the car. And then we're going to go ahead, just clean it up aesthetically. We've got some wheels that we need to paint, which I've already painted one of them here. Just give it a quick test skim to make sure that I'm happy with the color. And we're also running some new Zestino tires, testing them out. Apparently they're nice and grippy. These look like a semi-slick, but they're not a semi-slick. But they're a really nice tire. Apparently they last, you know, 3 times as long as the Ginyus that we're using at the moment. So I'm super interested to see how they go. They are double the price almost, but if they last, you know, longer, you're not having to change tires, pay for tire changes and stuff like that, time and money and all that, then it's definitely worth it. So I started on scrappies when I was first drifting, thought that was a good idea, but when you really add it up, getting all the tire changes and stuff for the scrappies, if you're paying for it, they don't last as long. Everything adds up and you almost may as well buy brand new tires, especially when I was starting out. If you run a brand new set of tires, that'd last you half a day with low power. Obviously now we're starting to run some more power in the car. The tyre build definitely does get a little bit more expensive, but that's what you get. More power comes more responsibility, or whatever they say. Let's get into it. We've still got a little list of things to do before the car is perfectly ready for Ritsuri, but just freaking stoked to go drifting again, to be honest. Alright, so painting wheels, a quick tip. I've shown you guys this before, but for any new viewers, if you're painting wheels and you don't want to take the tires off, go buy yourself a deck of cards. It's like $1 or something. You run them around the edges and then you can spray your rims without getting any overspray on your tires. Super easy. Chuck them in just like that. Boom. Mine's got cocktails on them, so now I'm real thirsty. Boom, whacked a bit of clear coat on there as well. That's how they turned out. Super clean. Oh yeah, looks rad. Got to keep up the appearances, you know, so make sure that we keep our wheels looking schmick. This compared to the old one looks pretty sad. Run the wall with the wheel a couple of times, so we'll respray this one as well, but man, looks good. Now we've got the car in the air. So we're going to go ahead, spray it with brake and parts cleaner and all the places that we want to clean it, and then we're going to whip out the fire hose and clean her up in a big way. Also makes it a lot nicer to work on underneath if we need to change any parts on the track. Everything's not covered in oil, which is nice. Also, we are going to be doing a brand new full lock kit install on this car. That'll be probably the next video or the video after. Kaz Engineering has sent us their new LCAs. Which are awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see them. So we're going to be installing LCAs, lock knuckles, and also I've got some brand new coilovers for the E36. Currently I'm running the max speeding rods, which I've been running for like 2 years now, and they've held up super well, especially for what they are, which is the cheaper option of coilovers on eBay. They have held up very well, so they're still in there, still working well, not leaking or anything like that, but I am switching them up, upgrading to some Neomax coilovers. These are freaking sick. I got them off a friend, Dennis, who used them on his E30 he has an E36 rear front end in it, and these are freaking amazing, so I can't wait to put these in. Australian built, they're super sturdy, just a nice upgrade. Of course we're running the Teen Flex true coilovers in the rear. I find that works really well. Got a ton of grip in this car, which is awesome. We actually have to dial grip out because it's so grippy. which is cool. So now we just need to get this thing freaking dialed, settled, and shredding consistently. So yeah, let's give this thing a freaking clean. Woo! Alrighty, everything's looking a little bit nicer, a little bit neater, a little bit cleaner. Front bumper's obviously back on now. I reckon we need to flick to a quick montage right now. Here we go. Awesome, so I'm super stoked with how the whole thing's coming together. Now we're going to rip the driver's seat out and change the rail over, because the vert came with an adjustable rail. And it's much nicer to have the seat be able to be adjusted, because I actually sit super close to the steering wheel at the moment, which is not amazing. And also we're going to put a quick release hub on the steering wheel as well, so we need to be able to kind of shift the seat back a bit, otherwise I'll have a steering wheel in my face with the quick release hub on. I've also gone ahead and fitted the new shifter. Two-Step Garage, my business, sells these shifters. They are freaking amazing. Easily the best shifter that I have had in this car. E36 shifters differ but so much between each different model of shifter that they sell. The eBay ones, like the $15 ones, are super short, really hard to find the gears. I had an Elmatic one in the car. The Elmatic shifter wasn't too bad. It was just a bit notchy for me, and it only had one grub screw holding, so you could change the throw via a grub screw, but there was only one screw, and that screw would come loose sometimes, so the shift would change basically while I was drifting. Not the best. So I ended up getting a Samsona shifter. They're very expensive, thinking that that would be the best because it was the most expensive. I got a pretty good deal from a friend though. That was far too notchy for my liking. I think they're more made for racing rather than drifting. It also has a center spring, so every time you put it in gear, it'll spring back to center, like pull back to center, so you can't really tell what gear you're in. But this has much more of a stock feel, but with the short shift, and it's super heavy. So these are ones that we just import from China. We did have the base plate widened a little bit so that it grips the tunnel perfectly, so there's no flex at all in this, which is rad. And I absolutely love it. They come with this super nice shift knob as well. I'm just stoked with the shifter, like just the best feeling, completely different to any other shifter that I've run, so very, very happy. But yeah, let's rip the seat out, change the rail over, and put this quick release hub on. Alright, fast forward, the GoPro went flat, unfortunately. That's the one thing about vlogging on these GoPro 8s. Obviously the quality is amazing, but the battery life isn't spectacular. I've ordered another battery and stuff, so we never have that problem again. But the seat is in on its adjustable rails, and honestly it's a million times better like this. I've raised it a little bit, the seat's sitting kind of backwards a little bit as well on an angle, and it just feels a million times better. Also managed to shift it over quite a lot. The thing with these BMWs is the driver's seat sits like super far to the left to be in the middle with the steering wheel, so when you put an aftermarket seat in, it's really hard to get the rails to be perfectly centered with the steering wheel, and I've always had the issue where I'm sitting slightly right of the steering wheel, which is real annoying. So now it feels super comfortable, which is amazing. So now we're going to chuck on this quick release hub. We sell these on Two-Step Garage as well. Super rad spline type quick release. These are for race cars, so you can't fit a horn with them. We do sell the horn type quick release as well, but let's chuck this on. Ew. What's up? It's another day. Ended up closing up shop last night because I just wanted to go home, watch the movies, chill out, you know how it is. We're back at the factory of course again, continuing work on the E36, so let's get into it. Whew. Pulled the Datsun out of the garage. And there's a snail living in it, just making himself at home. It's fine, I don't mind. Snails are cool. Dang. This thing looks freaking sick though. Ah, the E36 just decided to turn itself off, that's good. Good start, good start. This is easily the most prep I've ever done on this car for an event. Having the factory obviously helps freaking heaps. Everything in the engine bay is now buttoned up and where it needs to be, other than I need to install my new wideband sensor when that comes, which is a 5-minute job. Other than that, she's really good to go, running great, sounding great. So we're going to take it for a drive and just make sure it's doing everything it needs to do. The front end's still a little bit loose. I didn't do a bolt check on it because we are going to be doing the new lock kit install, so that means that we'll be overhauling the whole front end anyway. Yeah, but other than that, it's freaking sick. This seat rail has completely changed the feel of the car. Really stoked with the way the whole thing feels. Just the way I'm seated and the fact that I can now have the quick release, I don't know, it just completely changes the way the car drives and feels, which is pretty awesome. I'm really happy with this, the way that the interior is coming together. So it just needs a little bit more of a tidy up and we'll be good to go. Obviously I need to chuck this door card on as well. But right now we're just going to wrap the sunroof because I never actually got around to doing that. So it's now raised. I welded in a little piece in the back here so that it stays raised. So we're just going to wrap it quickly because it looks a bit weird black. And then we'll take the car for a quick drive. We'll chuck the new wheels on the back as well before we take it for a drive just so it grips up because these are toast. We'll also give it a quick alignment this weekend when Dave is here because I need 2 people to do that. We've got our Black Arts Factory toe plates, so they'll come in handy. Align the car, and then it's basically good to go for the event next weekend. Yeah, roof's wrapped, mad. Technically the car is now finished, the wrap. It took me like 6 months to finish wrapping the actual whole car. That's how slack I am. And this car is probably the tidiest it's ever been right now. Looks so good, super buttoned up. By the way, I just remembered a comment that I saw on my last video that I put up, a couple of comments with some people just saying, man, like this guy must have so much money, or because he's got so many toys and like super jealous, so lucky and stuff. And granted, like I do definitely consider myself lucky, but at the same time, I'm definitely not rich. I put all my time, effort and money into this and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But anyone can have what I have with a bit of hard work and determination. This has definitely been a dream and passion of mine for a long time. You can have everything that I have. All you need to do is work super hard, put in the time, put in the effort. Don't listen to anyone that says that you can't do it. I built all this up while working a 9-to-5 job. It definitely can be done. So myself 5 years ago would see this place and just think that it was amazing and impossible to get and everything that I ever wanted. Now that I have it, obviously I've got my sights set on much bigger things. I'm still blown away every day when I walk in here, but success is a mirage. You're always aiming for that next thing. You'll notice when you have it, you're happy for about 2 seconds and then you flick on to the next thing. The moral of this whole rant anyway is that you guys can literally achieve whatever you want if you put your mind to it. But you guys are awesome. Let's take this car for a drive. You! Damn, them chunky boys. Yeah, so good. They look freaking aggressive. success. Ew, that is freaking crazy. There you have it, the car feels freaking incredible. Those Zestino tires feel like they're gonna grip up very nicely, so fingers crossed that means we don't start breaking diffs and axles and stuff, but we'll see how we go. We'll just dial the grip in progressively. But very stoked with the overall setup of the car at the moment. Front end definitely needs to tighten up, but like I said, we'll do that when we put the new lock kit and coilovers in the front, and then this car should be really the best version of itself that it's ever been, which is rad. Just quickly, you can see the tires that I took off the car. So this is the right hand side, and as you can see, the tire wear is nice and even. That's what you want when you run zero camber. Nice even tire wear. And then the left hand side, you can see it's worn the inside faster than the outside, which means it's got a bit of camber dialed in there, so we're gonna have to zero that out. Get nice even tire wear across both tires, maximum rear grip, and then obviously dial in and out grip via tire pressures instead of via camber. But super stoked with how this is coming along. Thank you guys for watching this video. I just want to say a massive shout out to you guys. The way you guys have been supporting the channel lately is incredible. If you could grab that like button if you enjoyed this video, it really does help the videos push out with that YouTube algorithm. You know how it is. Hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram at it's Mike Lake. I love it when you guys message me, love to chat, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be this weekend, where we are tackling the T18 and getting that ready for Retso, because we're taking both of the cars. So super stoked, but thank you guys. See you later. Peace.